Hey guys, welcome back to Bloodborne Exsanguination. Today, on this episode, we are going to do the first half of the Forbidden Woods. A little more completely than I did in the last episode. I sort of just ran through so we could get our weapon. And such a sweet weapon it is. But now we're gonna go through, we're gonna get all the items, check things out, and yeah, make our way through. So let's get to it. We see this guy still patrolling around. I'll just run through, take care of his friend. Love my writer. Yeah, we'll just avoid the trap this time. Get on through. Let's see if we can use it to get a counter here. We did, but we got smacked. But you see that with the writer, you can still get parries or counters and visceral attacks, but still have something other than a firearm in your left hand. Yeah, and I just love this weapon. It attacks, fast enough where you can sort of stun lock most enemies. But it also has like pretty good reach, and yeah, I really like it. Get our free blood there. And now we're gonna make our way back down to this sort of little forested hamlet. Let's clear out the first part of this village. Just go here. I thought he was gonna shoot me, that's why I was rolling there. But no, he's a little slow on the draw. More blood cocktails. Let's see if we can get this guy. Ah. Damn, couldn't hit that guy fast enough. Oh, doing alright. This guy taking a nap over here. Not gonna let him fool us. There's an item, some more blood. And mind your footing in the center of this hamlet. Those wooden planks are not so sturdy. Alright. Back here, take care of this rifleman. Some bullets. Check out these houses. Is there really nothing in this one? Maybe that's where he's hiding. Ambush you from behind if you run through. But I do believe there is something in this house. Yep. So grab this. Beast blood pellets, cool. Also, in its transform mode, even though you lose access to your R2s and your sort of melee options are very limited, the R1 spam in transform mode is pretty quick. Actually has a pretty wide sweep and can do a lot of surprising amount of damage. So don't discount it. Okay, come through, check out this side of town. Some more punch and blood cocktails. Kind of makes you wonder what they were up to in this village. Yeah. Too much blood imbibing. Here, this is where that little path would drop you down. If you walk on it, those boards will collapse and you'll fall down right here, sort of in the center of this hamlet, and have to fight your way out. I think we're going to drop down here anyway. There is an item. It's not a very good item, but still. Gotta get it, right? What do we get? Some antidotes. you know, nothing to sneeze at. So let's continue on through. Okay. Now if we come around here, we see sort of the makings of a swamp. And this guy is going to start tossing Molotovs at us. And we got people crawling in the water. Well, he helped us out actually, but yeah, this water, if you get a good look at it, you can see this sort of sheen, this sort of gasoline sheen on the water. Yeah, it's not very fun with those Molotov guys throwing stuff at you all the time. So we're going to come back, and we're going to go back up around those kennels we went by before. And let's see what our tonsil stone friend is up to.
Oh, heavens, would you stop that? Every peep you make brings us bad luck. I have it bad enough already. Please, just leave a poor old woman be.
Well, she was not there before. Interesting. But yeah, she, you know, I mean, she has sort of the feelings I think most regular Yarnamites would have. You know, they're caught up in the middle of all this. You know, there's these beastmen hunters out here. There's huntsmen. They're not really full hunters. There's us. You know, we're just coming through, killing all these people. So, yeah, it's a bad night to be just a regular old Yarnamite. So we're gonna come through, take care of these hounds. This is that cave we went through before to get to all the way back to Central Yarnum and behind Yosefka's clinic, but we're not gonna take that way this time. Come through here. See that hunter over there? This is a little bad if we ever have to come through this area again, which we will to go back in the cave, but, well, yeah. Suffice it to say, if you go around this way, this side of the building with the gate, you see that torch that Huntsman is holding. He will try to close that gate on you, and then the hounds will be released, and yeah, it's a bad time. So, just come up around this way. You can also get on top of the building by coming around here. And there's just some crows roosting. Get the white church garb. Interesting. I wonder how they get up here. They're too fat to fly, right? So we got the white church hunter garb. Attire of special church doctors. These doctors are superiors to the black preventative hunters and specialists in experimentally backed blood ministration and the scourge of the beast. They believe that medicine is not a means of treatment, but rather a method for research, and some knowledge can only be obtained by exposing oneself to sickness. Dark stuff. They both wear the same gloves. So these people are superior to the church hunters that wear the black. Interesting. It seems like the white church hunters a little more interested in experimenting on those with the scourge than just burning it out like the black church hunters. A little dog ambush there. Not too dangerous anymore. If we come around here, we can see a kidnapper. Special powers. But I should hope I'm better at handling these guys now. Had enough of their shenanigans. Alright, no problem. Some blood vials, bloodstone shard. Over here, they really like burning their horses, don't they? But in here is a cool item. Beast Roar. This is a sort of trinket or spell item. Here, see, one of the forbidden hunter tools made by Irreverent Izzy. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beasts, if only for a moment, to blast surrounding foes back with the force of a roaring beast. The indescribable sound is broadcast with the caster's own vocal cords, which begs the question, what terrible things lurk deep within the frames of men? Indeed, what terrible things lurk within men. But as we can see, it uses, I believe, 2 Quicksilver bullets. Yep, 2. And it basically sort of a shockwave all around you. And it can knock people down, which can come in handy at certain points. It's definitely something that makes dipping into Arcane a little more worth it. Kind of disappointing how little damage that plunging attack did. I think, yeah, this is one of the Molotov chuckers. So we're just gonna take him out. No, didn't want to drop us any Molotovs, huh? We're just gonna come through here and just take care of these guys as quick as possible so they can't peg us with a Molotov. Ah, no Molotov drops. It's disappointing. Okay. So here we see we're above that sort of oily river below us. And from here you can really see the sort of rainbow sheen of the sort of oil on the water. So if we drop down here, I think these are Molotovs. Nice, yeah. And if we toss one at this guy, it does a ton of damage. I think it basically, as long as you're standing in that, it's as if you've been hit by an oil urn. So basically any fire attack deals double damage to you. Oh, hello. Didn't see you under there. Ow, which I'm sure is the point. Okay. So we're just gonna come back through here. Yeah, nothing over here. But yeah, you can see in the top left we have that sort of oil status effect. So I'm just gonna stab him in the face. And over here we've got a beastly huntsman. Just gonna take him out. Dead hunter with some twin blood shards, and over here. Oh, 1 second. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought I heard a siren. Some twin blood shards, more twin blood. And here we see we can open that door. And this is a little shortcut around the oily swamp. It's not really a swamp. Oily river. Come out right over here. Let's see if I can showcase the beast roar here. Ow. Disappointed that he tagged me with that. Yeah, I'd rather not get shot in the face either. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, he's just really slow. You rely too heavily on that shield, friend. You should really get with the times. It's blood. And I don't know if you can make it out through the haze and the darkness, but oh. Yeah, that is a gosh darn cannon up there. It is not friendly. Oh, let's not get shot. Let's try and make our way over here. Ah, damn. Yeah, these guys can do a lot of damage. So you shouldn't really be getting hit. Just terrible, I guess. And run over here. Take care of these sleeping beauties. Just keep coming up here, moving between building to building. This guy can be pretty dangerous. You can do a lot of damage with that sort of rake. It's more beast blood pellets, so a lot of, you know, beast blood, blood cocktails, a lot of forbidden slash nasty stuff in this town. There we go. And ha! You can also have some fun with it. Although for some reason it seems pretty weak cannon. Here we see a windmill and an item up there we can get eventually. Blood shards. As we come into this windmill, see an enemy taking a stroll. Now, if you come out here and take this drop, you know, there's more to this windmill. You can see some items all over the place. So, we'll leave that guy for now. We'll come out here. Take the drop. And here you can get an interesting vantage point. You can see this sort of domed building off in the distance. And more forest. The lake again. Yeah, this is actually a really cool vantage point. Alright, got a huntsman over here. Wow, that reached. Like I said, a lot of damage with that rake. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Alright, now we'll climb up here. Let's see. It's the pebbles, I guess. I'm just realizing we have a lot of blood echoes. Come through here into the gearing of this windmill. Make our way across them. Get that item we were looking at. And we'll make our way out further. And this is the side of the windmill we were looking at as we were making our way up towards the cannon. Some poison knives, very nice. And here, let's see a chap. What is he doing with that body?
Oh, blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Yeah. This guy, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You know, he's not one to be trusted. It's, you know, it's recommended, and, you know, a lot of people have said, you know, send him to Yosefka's clinic. This guy is tougher than he appears, and if you send him to Yosefka's clinic, you can deal with him much more easily. If you send him, you know, you can send him to the chapel, you know, at your own risk, if you do trust him. But I am going to not tell him anything. And I'll deal with him right here, because he has some interesting dialogues if you choose to engage him.
Oh, yeah, of course not. I should have known. This whole place is falling apart once again. It's the curse of Yarnum.
This whole place is falling apart once again. The curse of Yarnum. Also, he mentions that you rescued him from a beast. He might be referring to the person we saw walking down the stairs. Or, I don't know exactly what he was referring to, but yeah. Yeah, he's definitely shady. So I'm not going to fight him right this second. I'm going to go unlock the shortcut that is pretty close up ahead. Also drop down and get this awesome item. It's a cannon. And one that we can just walk around with. Large prototype firearms fashioned by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. Use of this weapon is equivalent to toting around a mounted cannon, complete with its ridiculous weight, staggering kick, and the lavish use of quicksilver bullets into battle. Such a monstrosity was doomed from the start, and indeed its development was cut short. Yet, against impossibly gigantic foes, it might be just the thing. So this thing requires 30 strength, 13 dex. It only scales E with blood tinge, but that base attack though, 200 damage, uses 12. Wait, did this change? Did they nerf the cannon? I thought it took 10 bullets. Is there? Interesting. If there was a change to this, I thought it took 10. If it's using 12. Interesting. But yeah, obviously it still uses a ton of quicksilver bullets. And, you know, with that strength requirement, it's hard to invest in much else. But it can do a lot of damage. Especially if you use the Reiter in your right hand. Your Reiter. You can, you know, parry them with the Reiter and then hit them with the cannon for a ton of damage. And yes, the cannon can be buffed with Bone Marrow Ash for even crazier damage. That thing is a lot of fun for a strength build, let me tell you. But hopefully get the drop on this guy. Oh, that's one hell of a headache. Sheesh. So yeah, these guys are not what they appear to be. Perhaps he was attracted over here by the madman's knowledge. Who knows? In here is what looks to be an elevator that we will unlock a little bit later. That's not the shortcut I was referring to earlier. That shortcut is out here. I don't think there's any items here. No. I like these little scarecrow things. Like, I'm wondering what their purpose was. Ah! That attack is gonna hit you from very far away. Oh, I don't have my pistol out. That's a problem. As you might surmise, this person has basically snakes pointing in every direction, so... Damn, where can I get a parry? So getting behind him does not mean you're safe. So, you know, just keep him at range. Watch for that attack where he puts his left arm forward, and then, you know, shoots these snakes at you. Because that one can snag you if you're not careful. But we're gonna come up around here. Get this item. Twin blood, not bad. And then we're gonna come back around here. Hit this elevator. Now where has this taken us? Some more antidotes. Yeah, those snake men can poison you. They definitely still have venom. Ah, but we're back here. And we've opened up that shortcut. So let's head back to the Hunter's Dream and spend these echoes. Alright. Well, let's take a look at our supplies. Oh, okay. We've definitely helped restock on blood. Got a lot of Molotovs and beast blood. It's good. Is there anything we want to throw in here? I think the white garb. Let me see which is better, the white or the black garb. So we'll just equip the black garb. So a little less physical defense, slightly less rapid and beasthood resistance, but better slow poison. Okay, so I think the white garb is better for a sort of more resistance-based set if we need one. So I'm just going to store the black garb. Also the Yargul stuff. That might come in handy. Never know when you might need to fashion born. Alright, very cool. So we don't need to really buy any more supplies. We can just come here and use these echoes to level up.
Very well.
And we'll grab some more damage. 25 is your first real breakpoint for main stat, like strength and skill. 25, the damage you get from each successive point after 25 slows down a ton. So I think I'm just going to try to hit 25 skill and then boost up my vitality and endurance more.
Farewell, good mate.
Let's just try to spend all the echoes because this fight I'm about to do can be pretty difficult.
Welcome. Very well,
but it's a lot easier if you... Oh, I'm 300 off. It's a lot easier if you prepare correctly. So let's level up here.
Very well.
Oops. Keep it up.
Farewell, good hunter.
Alright, so let's prepare for this battle. I kind of wish I had Ariana's blood. I'm not going to need those. I might need those. I don't know if Beast Roar affects him. But Poison Knives are awesome. This is Fire Paper. And I guess we'll throw the Beast Claw in there. Give it a shot. Alright, so let's go back to the Forbidden Woods. Alright, so let's take our newly opened shortcut. And actually for this fight, I think I'll put on Henrik's stuff. There's really no reason to fight these guys, but I wonder if I can sneak up on them. Eh. Trying to interrupt these guys' attacks can be a little hit and miss because, you know, like all their heads are swinging around. You're not sure when they're interruptible. But if they're just sort of like in those really long chains of attacks that they sometimes do, you know, just fire off a shot and usually you can get lucky and stagger them. go. That attack where they try to lunge at you and try to grab you, that's a pretty good one to interrupt. Okay, so let's go back around to the outside here. Wait, that's where we came in. Oh. Opposite side. Okay, drop down here. Well, got the counter. Let's top off. And let's deal with this cannibal.
Whoa.
Have you got a screw
Oh, hey.
nose? Or is it your animal intuition? You hunters have got more blood on your hands.
So this guy is a dark beast. Along with all the abilities that they possess. But you notice it just takes one poison knife to hit him, or to, you know, poison him. So I think that's why they left some for us here, as a sort of a hint. And then if we use some fire paper.
Die, die. Hunters are
Ow. So yeah, this guy is not to be trifled with. Alright, let's try this again. You see, automatically transforms when you get close. So let's just hit him with that. Basically, you kind of just want to dance around him, hit him when you can. And just let the poison do most of the work. If I can keep from getting smacked in the face. And there you see it charges up. It does a ton of damage in this mode. Also shoots those wind effects at you.
die, die. Hunters are killers, nothing less. You call me a beast? A beast? What would you know? I didn't ask for this.
Oh, not like this, come on. And liberal use of Molotovs are always recommended. But I think the poison should get him.
Rancid beasts, every last one of us.
Beast rune. So yeah, some interesting stuff he says. You know, hunters are killers, nothing less. Are we just killers? He says he didn't choose becoming a dark beast or whatever he became, implying that we chose this path of becoming a hunter. And then as he dies, you know, he says rancid beasts, every last one of us. A kind of damning sentiment. But yeah, that guy, that's a tough fight, but also a kind of a fun fight, I think. So let's restock here. I did not get to try the beast roar, but I guess that's how it goes. Okay, so I think I'll just come back down here. Drop down. Come back out here. Yeah, like when they're just going crazy like that, you can usually just pop a shot, stagger them. And here, this is the way to progress. Get a view of the upcoming level. The trees seem older and larger in this part, you know? Also a lot of tombstones and all that going on. But yeah, this is where we'll start the next episode. The second half of the Forbidden Woods. Forbidden Woods. I'll see you guys then.